Have you ever paused to ask yourself what your name truly stands for? Not just in business, not only among colleagues or clients, but in the eyes of God. In the corporate world, branding is everything. It defines identity, builds trust, and sets a company apart. But what about personal branding? As a Christian, personal branding is not just about success or influence. It is about who you are at your core. The real question is this: when people hear your name, what do they think of? More importantly, does your personal brand reflect Christ? Exploring personal branding from a biblical perspective sheds light on what it means, why it matters, and how to build a brand that not only makes an impact on earth, but also resonates in heaven. In business, a brand is more than a logo or a tagline. It represents a company's reputation and values. Applying this to life, the question arises, what do people say about you when you're not in the room? Personal branding is the sum of character, values, and actions. It is the reputation carried, the influence wielded, and the impact left on others. It is not just about what is said, but about how life is lived. Proverbs 22 verse 1 states, "A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favor is better than silver or gold." Reputation, or brand, matters because it determines how Christ is represented in every area of life. It leads to a crucial question. If your name carried a message, what would it be? Would it reflect integrity, faith, and excellence, or something else? Throughout the Bible, people's names carry deep meaning, some for good and others for bad. Jesus Christ is the greatest brand in history, embodying love, humility, and redemption. His actions and words aligned perfectly with his purpose. Daniel's brand was one of integrity and excellence. Even under pressure, his reputation remained intact. As the Bible states, they could find no corruption in him because he was trustworthy and neither corrupt nor negligent. Joseph's brand reflected wisdom and resilience. Sold into slavery, falsely accused, and imprisoned, his character remained strong, and God elevated him to leadership. Paul, once known as a persecutor of Christians, transformed his brand to be synonymous with boldness, passion, and unwavering commitment to Christ. In contrast, Judas Iscariot's name became a brand for betrayal, his legacy shaped by a single defining act. The reflection, then, is this: if your name were recorded in history, what would it be known for? A personal brand is not built overnight, but is shaped by character, consistency, competence, communication, and contribution. Character is who you are when no one is watching. Proverbs 11 verse 3 states, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity." The question remains, are you the same person in private as in public? Consistency is the pattern of life. James 5 verse 12 instructs, "Let your yes be yes, and your no, no." Do people know what to expect from you? Or do you shift based on convenience? Competence is the excellence in what you do. Daniel 6 verse 3 reports, Daniel distinguished himself among the administrators by his exceptional qualities. Are you excelling in your God-given calling? Communication is the message you send. Ephesians 4 verse 29 admonishes, "Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only what is good for building up." Do your words reflect wisdom, encouragement, and truth? Contribution is the impact you make. Matthew 5 verse 16 advises, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Are you making a lasting impact for God's kingdom? Personal branding is not accidental. It is built every day. The key is intentionality. Daniel did not leave his reputation to chance. Paul did not just wake up as a great leader. They trained, studied, sacrificed, and remained disciplined. You can shape your brand by defining core values, determining what you stand for, living with integrity, ensuring your actions match your words, developing your skills, growing your calling, being consistent, remaining reliable and trustworthy, and communicating your message clearly to represent Christ well. A strong, godly personal brand is not about self-promotion. It is about being a clear and consistent witness for Christ. The importance of personal branding lies in its ability to reflect Christ. Matthew 5 verse 16 states, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. People should look at your life and see Christ. Your brand influences others, as seen in 2 Corinthians 3 verses 2 to 3. You are our letter, known and read by everyone. Your life is a message, and the question remains, what message are you sending? Personal branding affects your God-given purpose. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope." A weak brand can hinder the ability to fulfill this purpose. Branding also determines legacy. Proverbs 10 verse 7 affirms, "The memory of the righteous is a blessing." What kind of legacy are you leaving? Now that personal branding has been explored, the question remains, what will you do with this knowledge? Begin by praying for clarity, asking, what do you want my name to stand for? As advised in James 1 verse 5. Evaluate honestly, considering whether your reputation reflects Christ, as seen in 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5. Make necessary changes, identifying areas for growth in alignment with Romans 12 verse 2. Live with purpose, recognizing that every action builds your legacy, as expressed in Psalm 90 verse 12. What does your name stand for right now? What kind of brand do you want to build as a Christian leader? What is one step you can take today to align your brand with God's purpose? Share your thoughts, challenge and encourage one another, and build each other up in faith and leadership. If this message speaks to you, like, share, and subscribe for more content on faith-driven leadership. Let's walk this journey together.